Hello, Divine Masculine, and welcome to your power message for Tuesday. My name's Liz, and this is Guided by Angels. So I'm going to bring in some dragon cards today to really see how the dragons are helping right now. I really feel they're blasting things out of the way, creating the way, helping you to stand up to the things and the people in your life that you need to change. And I'm also going to bring in the Oracle of the Mermaids for you, but I'm also going to bring in some animal cards because I want to see which spirit animal is around you and why. So we're going to bring in the animal messages as well. But I want to start with another card from the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle. Yesterday I went into this in a lot of detail, especially if you were dealing with cold and flu-like symptoms or fever or heat, or you were dealing with any ear issues. I feel today you could be feeling things within your eyes. Now, it's all connected. Ears, eyes, nose, throat. It's really all connected, especially with the things we are looking at in our lives or the things that we are paying attention to that need to change, the things we're hearing, the things we're seeing, the things that we are feeling. And when you're feeling things as well, you may be banging up your fingers or your toes. Maybe you walk into a door. You knock your toe up and it bleeds, or you knock a nail on your finger. All these things are connected with needing to make changes and looking at your life. And I feel the eyes may be affected today. And the eyes are affected on this journey on and off throughout the journey. We feel like there's grit in the eyes sometimes, or our eyes may run, or we may cry or get teary. But I feel that this could be about a puffy eye, or you may have a bloodshot eye today. Or you may feel like your eye is irritated in some way. Because just like our ears, when we're irritated by things we see, we're gonna have eye problems. When we're irritated by things we hear, we're gonna have ear problems. So not liking what is seen in your physical world may be affecting your eyes today. And if that's the case, if you're experiencing that, not all of you will, but some of you will be, and even feminines cross-watching you may be as well, choose to see things with the eyes of love, not through fear, and face what needs to be changed so that beauty can enter your life. Beauty can come back into your life when you make the changes. And I know how hard it is, I know how scary it is to make changes. Especially when you've done the same thing or you've been with the same person for years and years and years. But it's so worth it. It's so worth it. My previous job, for example, I was in that job for 10 years. And the reason I stayed was because I absolutely loved the people. I loved the people I worked with. I was doing customer service as well in my job. So I was rapporting with people. People were coming into the shop every day. I was seeing everyone. I was talking to people, helping. And it was hard for me to leave, yet I knew it wasn't serving me anymore. And instead of just remaining stuck there and becoming stagnant and dreaming about the day I could retire, I decided to make a change. And that's what I did. And I started off moonlighting, doing readings on the side and learning about my spiritual stuff, doing things. And then eventually, when I was really thrust to do it, we're thrust into it, we're told by heaven, I made the change. And I was told by heaven for perhaps a year, maybe even 2 years before I made the change that I needed to, but it's getting the courage. And that's why things take time. So it's okay to take your time. I know at times you feel forced and you feel pressured and you feel anxious about it. But it really is okay to give yourself that time, because if you don't, you're going to go through struggle. When you make the decision to change and you follow through, it's usually because you've spent the time making sure it's the right thing to do, or it's the right time to do it, or you feel completely comfortable with making that change. And feminines cross-watching, it's so important that you understand that, because if you're forcing things to happen or demanding things or giving ultimatums or any of these things, it doesn't work, because love is unconditional. Love is unconditional. That means it can't put conditions on it. It can't demand its own way. It has to be flexible and adaptable and in the flow. And that's why as a feminine, you learn to be in the flow of things. So masculines, you're very aware through your eyes, your ears, your senses, your body, that things have to change. And I probably sound like a broken record right now saying the same thing every day. But while you're experiencing these physical symptoms, it's so important you know why. So I want to bring in the dragons first of all, because when I was connecting with the readings yesterday, especially when I did the Cancer reading as well, I connected with dragon energy. And dragons are helping you to be able to make these physical changes, to be able to navigate around things, to be able to blast things out of the way, to be able to see the way, and also allowing you to stand up to the dragons in your life, the things you see as fear-based or scary. So the Dragon Oracle by Diana Cooper is a beautiful deck to use. So thank you, angels. With the energy around the masculines, I've got a card that jumped out. All the other cards have gone back in the deck. Wow. So one card on the floor right behind me. So I feel you putting things behind you. That's what's coming through as well. I'm going to use the Oracle of the Mermaids by the beautiful Lucy Cavendish. Here we go. So what's the energy around the masculines today? What do you need to know? And, really I'm feeling all this kind of mythic energy around with mermaids, dragons, unicorns. Very powerful. So we're going to bring in the animal messages, seek inspiration from your animal guide. So which animal is around you right now? Why? Wow, absolutely flinging themselves out to the deck here. Amazing. So let's see how we go with these cards. So the first energy then we've got coming up, look at this. We've got a pure white dragon from Orion. Now, it's really powerful when we get pure white energy anyway, because it's about healing. And it's about, in a way, being reborn and resurrected. And it's about being cleansed. So I'm feeling, first of all, a lot of cleansing happening within you right now. And that's why you're going through physical things, because your body's shifting. Your vibration is changing. So you're ascending. And it says transforms. This dragon is transforming your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. So you're definitely going through ascension right now, preparing for the next step of your journey. And Orion is also connected with Archangel Orion. He is the angel who helps you to manifest your dreams and bring things into your 3D reality and help things to manifest and happen to fruition. So this pure white dragon is cleansing you. And because the card jumped out and went behind me, I feel this dragon is helping you to put things behind you. In other words, to begin again, to start again, to forgive and feel free. And right now what you're doing is processing what you know. That's why you may be a bit silent like right now. You may be in the hermit energy. You may be in your cave. You may be having time alone. You may feel isolated because you're processing what you know. So you already know. So feminines cross-watching, your masculine is very aware of what they need to do. Okay, they're aware. You don't have to keep kind of telling them or making them see, because they do see. They do hear. They do know. But they have to do it their own way in their own time. So masculines right now, you're processing what you know. And I really do feel some of you will be experiencing digestive issues because of this. So even if all the other things clear up and then all of a sudden you have a stomach cramp, it's because you're processing what you know. So your solar plexus is the processing center. Just like the brain is also where we process. We process in the brain and then we process in the brain is really where we process in a 3D way. The senses and the solar plexus is really where we process in a spiritual way. So if you're having head pain or you're having headaches or you're having tension heads or anything like that, that's because you're processing things through your mind, your brain, the 3D part of you. If you are processing and you've got stomach ache or you're having digestive issues, it's because you're processing things spiritually. And it really is a sign you're on the right track. Obviously, it's never nice to have stomach ache, but it's always a sign that you are growing. So when you act with truth and honesty, things fall into place. You feel easier, you'll feel cleansed. And they're also showing me sage as well. So you may feel that you want to sage yourself or you want to sage your home. And they're also giving me issues in the hands. They just made me bang my hands up there. So you may find that on your hands, especially your right hands, you may find that you're getting issues, because I also feel it's connected with the right. And you know your own self, whether your right side is your masculine side or your feminine side, you know yourself. But I'm connected with the right side doing the right thing for you. Okay, you stepping into your masculine energy and doing things the right way. So your hands are connected with the way you feel life. And your feet are connected with connected with movement. So if you're having issues in the feet, toes, for example, you're banging up your toes, or you're cutting your toes, or you drop something on your foot, it's because there's minor fears around that. If you're having issues around your hands or your fingers, so you may have cuts on there, you may bash them up, you may get black nails because maybe you've caught your nail in a door or anything like that. It's because there may be things you're processing about, things you need to change within each part of your life. Each finger and thumb represents a part of you. So this is about changes. And when you're acting with truth and honesty, you may be revealing these parts of yourself to yourself. So you can let your wings of light grow and expand. So really it's all about expansion. It's about you being able to work on service and share your light with the world. And for this to all happen, remember, it means time out. Time out, because when we have time out, which means we go within, we isolate ourselves, we're processing, we're digesting information, we are coming into our awareness. So we're contemplating. And when we contemplate, we need solitude. We need time alone, because the noise can get a lot from outside. The noise can get too much. So when we are quiet, whether we walk outdoors and just go away from everyone, or we lock ourselves in a room, or we're meditating, or we're just shutting ourselves down, or you may be blocking someone on social media, not because you want to, but because you need to have a break. You need that time to think and become aware. So feminines, again, it's a huge sign that if your masculine is silent, they're processing. Try and see it in a higher way. Stop taking it all personally. I know it's not nice, but it's a fertile time. Look at this. We got this yesterday. Fertile time. Right now, there's so much potential available to you. So much powerful creative energy within the world and within you and within opportunities. It's an intuition, an initiation. So obviously your intuition and the energy of that is powerful, but you're going through an initiation. Your body is upgrading. You're awakening. You're becoming aware. And also you're receiving guidance in dreams, because when you're dreaming, you are connecting, and you've got the jellyfish there as well, which is very powerful for your spiritual truth. So you're dreaming very vividly. So you may be tossing and turning. So maybe you're tired. You're waking up tired, even though you've been asleep, or maybe you're struggling to sleep because of your physical symptoms. But you're definitely having vivid dreams because you're receiving messages in dreams, and you're being taught things in dreams. You go into the astral classroom. So dreams very powerful. And feminines, again, you may be also sharing these dreams with your twin. So you may be dream sharing. You may be purging in dreams. So if you're having scary dreams or dreams you don't like, it's because you're purging these things out in a safe way. So we've got 4 animal cards coming up for you. The first one is the spider. Now, it's really powerful when we get the spider, because the spider is connected with the universe. It means there's universal power backing things up. If you see the number 222, or you see a spider or a spider's web or a spider in a web, it's a sign the universe is watching over you. Travel will open up new possibilities and one special connection. So the spider is also a big symbol right now that you are planning on movement. So I'm seeing this as movement. So you may think of travel, you may think about actually getting in a vehicle, or going on a train, or going on a plane. And those things are certainly happening for you, especially as you get closer and closer and closer to communicating with your twin and reaching out, because you definitely want to. And you may already be planning how you can get away, or how you can go to them somehow, especially if they live elsewhere than you. But I'm actually seeing this as movement, because movement, as you move around your day, the opportunities and new possibilities are opening up, and they will ultimately lead you to your special connection. One special connection with your own self, with your feminine, with your God. And that's why you are seeing spiders. Whether you love them or you hate them, they're really good, okay? Badger. Now, badgers are connected with the ground, the earth. And the badger is coming through to say, abandon your fear. Abandon your struggle, and I will allow you and help you and assist you to compromise and fight valiantly for what you believe in. So the badger is helping you to stand strong in the physical world and speak your truth and do what you've come here to do. and also to let go of fear and be able to compromise if you need to, so that you don't have to just have things your way or your feminine's way. You come to a compromise about what works for you both. And the chameleon is bringing in change, because if you're hiding your own ambitions and concealing things and keeping things down, the angels are asking you to be patient with yourself. This is why it's important to take time to process, to digest the information, so that you can make your move at the right time. So again, feminines, this is why you're learning patience, the P word, because you're learning what patience is. It's about being okay. It's about being okay with exactly where you are. It's about not needing to force or rush anything or make anything happen. It's about being in the flow. So your masculine is saying to you, be patient with me until it's time for me to make my move. So masculines, you know that you need to make your move, and that also means making your move in your connection, which means you're the one that needs to reach out now, and you need to express yourself, because if you've been holding down your ambitions or holding back your feelings, now it's all coming up to the surface. And the ray is saying, and they also give me the name Ray, because that may mean something, but I also feel they give me the word ray as in ray of sunshine, the light. And this ray is allowing you to deal with any negative energy around you, any naysayers, any toxic people or situations, any fear-based energies coming to you, any conditioning, programming, anything you've absorbed from society. This ray is helping you to counter this malicious talk or black magic or naysayers or gossip or any of these things. And this ray is casting its import from your mind. So in other words, you're having it taken away from your mind. And I feel that's very much connected with Archangel Zadkiel, helping you to remember who you are. Because when you do that, you don't allow these things in, or you don't allow them to affect you. And they can then be transmuted into love and peace. So I'm feeling Jophiel, the Archangel of Beauty, helping you to transmute previous fear or pain or negative thoughts or feelings into peace, into love, into light. And Archangel Michael is shielding you from anything negative. So you're no longer putting up with the past or the pain, or you know you don't need to, because you're moving out of this. And this is all taking place, Luke, in 2023. You see the 23 at the top there. Yeah, you have to go very close to see that number there. But it's all happening now. And again, we've got the number 8, which is connected with abundance and the Lion's Gate and strength. They're giving me fear being released. And we've got 36. So again, March to June was very powerful for time out. So I'm feeling this is an energy where things are shifting from July anyway, which we know dreams are flowing in. So I really am seeing contact coming in July where a lot is changing, and this pure white dragon is transforming you. And it also showed me this tail as an 8 or even an infinity sign as well, which is reminding you of the power of the love and that you are capable of achieving your dreams. So the big message coming through for you today, Divine Masculine, is to empower yourself by believing in you. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.